Welcome to the White Knight Theater. The repercussions of O.J. Simpson's car escape are still unfolding. Some say he was just putting on a show. Don't feel sorry for me. Remember, the real person is not this lost soul. Some people felt even closer to this black hero because of it. Seriously, these damn cops can't catch him. I think they're all afraid of O.J. How will this farce end? No, I never meant to hurt you. Produced by Himalaya, the 7th episode of the Chinese-American detective Dr. Lee's crime drama, Armed Standoff and Solitary Reflection. I am District Attorney Marcia Clark. I hereby declare that Mr. O.J. Simpson is now a fugitive. If anyone assists him in any way, it will be considered a felony. I assure you that you will be prosecuted. Is there any information you can disclose? We will invoke the Special Circumstances Clause. Mr. Simpson will not be eligible for bail. What clues do the police and prosecution have regarding this case? We believe the murder weapon was a knife. The LA County District Attorney's Office held a press conference, appealing to the public for information while warning O.J. Simpson supporters not to take any drastic actions. Around 7 p.m., Tom Lang, one of the case's supervisors, contacted O.J. Simpson via the previous 911 call. Is O.J. there now? O.J., they want to talk to you. It might be the police. I don't know who's on the other end. O.J., are you there? This is Tom Lang, the detective in charge of Nicole's case. We've met before, right? I swear it's me. Okay, please relax. We promise you, as long as you drop the gun outside the car, we won't do anything. O.J., we won't stop you. We'll let you go home. As long as you drop the gun, holding it makes everyone nervous. There's no need. I don't want to point guns at you guys. It's for me. I know no one will hurt you. Everyone here loves you. No one should get hurt over this. It's all for him. I didn't mean to escape or hurt anyone. I've spent my whole life proving that everyone loves O.J. No one will misunderstand. Think about your kids. They need you. You'll break everyone's heart. Think about what you're doing. Think about the people who love you. Everything will be okay. I don't want to do this on the highway. Not out here. I wanted to die in front of Nicole's grave, but now I just want to go home. Will you let me go home? O.J., I want to go home and understand. As it neared 8 p.m., dusk fell, and the white Mustang turned towards O.J. Simpson's mansion in Rockingham. Soon after, the Mustang passed a local church and turned into Brentwood. People lined the streets, and hundreds of media lights illuminated the road like daylight. Many people ran after the car, and the noise at the scene even drowned out the still hovering media helicopters. On television news, the footage shifted from the police chase to an interview with this bespectacled black lawyer guest. Cochran will become a key figure in the case's subsequent developments. We just received word that O.J. Simpson, who previously fled, has reached an agreement with the police and is now heading back to his home in Rockingham. We have with us the renowned black civil rights lawyer Johnny Cochran, who served as the Deputy District Attorney of Los Angeles in the 1970s and later became the chief lawyer for music superstar Michael Jackson. Johnny, what's your take on O.J.'s escape? Do you think he's guilty? This case is complicated, but one thing is clear. O.J. had never been arrested before. So when he learned the police had a warrant, he was confused and vulnerable. Every time I see a black man being chased by armed police, I get on edge. But O.J. is now a suspect. Not O.J. is an innocent man who hasn't been convicted and can be called a person of interest. So, what's your opinion on the police's pursuit today? As far as we know, the police are currently escorting Simpson back to his home. This is by no means a routine police action. If he were just an ordinary black man, this would never happen. He would have been rammed by a police car, dragged out, and beaten into stupidity. Trust me, I've been in similar situations myself. In front of the LAPD, the rights of a black man are worth less than dog's hate. But he's not just an ordinary black man. Take the location of his mansion, for example. It's surrounded by countless well-known white businessmen and politicians. Even the mayor of Los Angeles lives near O.J.'s home. Looking at O.J.'s entire career, he blurred the lines of race and established an upscale, charming image. Some have commented that the police were backing off from him. Should we blame O.J. for being a successful black man, favored and treated differently? The problem in this country isn't a successful black man, but those in power who are arrogant and rude. Let's look at past examples. Time and again, the police have shot innocent black men first and then hastily apologized afterward. 30 years ago, a young man named Leonard was taking his pregnant wife to the hospital because she was about to give birth. The LA police, seeing him driving too fast, reacted in their usual way. They shot and killed him. At that time, I defended Leonard's family. It was one of my early cases. Unfortunately, the police urgently sealed off all other entrances to O.J. Simpson's mansion in Rockingham, leaving only one way in. Numerous SWAT officers in bulletproof vests moved around inside and outside the house, and snipers were on standby to prevent any contingencies. Finally, the Mustang passed through the intense beams of light from 6 helicopters and stopped outside Simpson's home. "I'm here. I'm going to open the door, Dad." "What are you going to do?" "Put the gun down. I'll kill myself. Don't settle this here." "Jason, son, go back inside." Before the police could take any action, a young black man rushed out of Simpson's house, trying to open the car. This young black man was O.J. Simpson's eldest son, Jason. Simpson surrounded the place. "They're aiming at you. Dad, you have to put the gun down and step back. Let's deal with this together. Go back inside. Dismiss. Dad, I'll help you. Please put the gun down and surrender. I beg of you, sir. Just leave here first." Jason was forcibly taken away by several arriving police officers. Suddenly, A.C. Cullen saw O.J. Simpson place a picture frame with Nicole's photo on his chest, free up his left hand, and hold the gun barrel with both hands, putting it into his mouth. After holding it for about 4 seconds, Simpson pulled the gun barrel out and returned to his original position. The situation was still at an impasse. The police, hindered by the weapon in Simpson's hand, dared not forcibly arrest him and could only call in a negotiator to try to talk directly to Simpson, calm his emotions, and persuade him to surrender. In the chaos, time ticked by second. Ultimately, at Simpson's request, Robert Kardashian took over the phone from the negotiator and informed him about his family's situation. The long standoff finally saw a turning point. "Come on, we're all inside here. Your family is begging you to come in. He's been on the phone the whole time. You just need to come inside to talk to him. Sit down and relax. I see there are a lot of police outside. I didn't mean to cause such a commotion. They just want to ensure your safety and make sure nothing bad happens. Come inside. Whatever you're thinking, I'll talk to the police about it. I don't want to be on TV again. Give me a little time, okay?" He doesn't want to be handcuffed outside. It has to be done inside, not on TV. The gun has to stay in his hand. "OG, I've talked to them. They'll handle everything inside. You just need to leave the gun in the car and come in. Don't hang up. If anything happens, just let me know. We're almost there." The Mustang is a 2-door car, so Simpson had to climb over the front seat to get out. In his slow motion, suddenly there was a glint in his arms, like a reflection of metal, and a roar of shouting. Everyone was running. The sound of multiple guns being cocked was exceptionally clear. No, that's not a gun. What he has in his hand is a photo. Gold mine. Under the night sky, O.J. Simpson finally staggered out of the car. He hung his head low, holding 2 picture frames in his hands, and slowly walked 7 or 8 steps towards the house before collapsing into Robert's arms. "Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you guys. I'm sorry. It's okay. OG, how are you feeling now?" "I'm fine now. Can I say a few words to my mom? I really am not the murderer. The train has been controlled, and everything is safe." "Hey, OG." The last 2 sentences that Simpson muttered were not picked up by the media. Whether the content is true or false will be determined by forensic evidence after the curtain falls on this drama. According to the latest reports from our frontline journalists, O.J. Simpson was arrested just a few minutes ago. The specific detention location is still not confirmed. Meanwhile, in many areas of Los Angeles, hundreds of young African Americans took to the streets. They held up signs saying that O.G. was framed and chanted his name. Continue to follow the news on other time slots of this channel. We will have more from the black community, which is over 10 kilometers away. Los Angeles Assistant District Attorney Darden and his family and friends witnessed this scene together. Dad, are you going to be in charge of this case? A case this important shouldn't be assigned to me. Even if it is, you'd better stay out of it. Did you see those guys trying to shoot him as soon as he got out of the car? I assure you, their judgment was reasonable. They're professionals. What side are you on? Son, stay out of this. I'm telling you the truth. It doesn't matter what OJ did. What matters is that you remember who you are. You're a black man. No matter how good your job is, no matter how much money you make now, you can't forget the history we've come from.